we share in the church of God should never fail. I don't care whatever happens. The love in sacred ground should never fail. I don't care what somebody say. I don't care what somebody do. Our love should never fail. We should never allow ourselves to go away, amen, becoming victims. But we are joined in this thing together. And if our love is genuine, our love will move beyond our faults and bring us together as one, because I love you more than the problem in which we face. So our love will reduces our problem to such a degree that we ain't even thinking about it no more. It's like children, amen, after they got finished fighting on the playground and the parents asked them to make up, then the next moment they out there, what, playing again. Why? Because whatever the issue, they're throwing it in a sea of forgetfulness. Because their love raised up their friendship. And their friendship means more than their problem. Our love of God should raise up in our spirit. That our love of God and our love for each other means more than the problems in which we are confronted with. Y'all understand what I'm saying today? We got to find a way to fill that void that's in so many of our hearts and fill it with the true love of God. The love that's real and the love is genuine. When I hug somebody, I'm hugging them because I really love them. Amen. I'm hugging them because, if I didn't see them all week, it's just so good to see you on this glorious God's day. Amen. I missed you. Because that's the type of love that God's people have for one another. And our love can never fail when it's operated in the will of Christ. Paul said it should never fail. Paul said tongues will cease, but our love will never fail. Prophecies may go away, but our love shall never fail. And he concludes in that 13th verse. He said, now abideth faith, hope, and love. These three. But the greatest of these, you see, the greatest of these, the most important of these is what? Is love. Because it was love that came down from Calvary to save us. For God so loved the world. See, the motivating factor was love. He loved me so much in spite of my messed up self. Everybody else saw sin. Everybody else saw destruction. And Jesus saw love. You see? And that's what we should see in each other. Amen? We should see the love of God that abides in our hearts. It's the love of God that makes the difference, amen, that changes and transforms a world. When we leave the church, amen, we should not see a homeless person, but we should see the love of God. Now, my love, can I make a difference in the person's life? When you see somebody down and out and they just need a comforting word, give them a word of hope and let them know there's a God that loves them, and his love will pick them up, will turn them around, will change and transform their lives. That's what true love do. That's what Paul wanted, because love will never fail. How do you know, preacher? Because Jesus didn't fail us on the cross. He loved us all the way to the grave. The grave could not kill him because love was there to rescue him. Love went down to hell, got the keys to the kingdom, came up and saved us. He said, now all power is in my hand. It was love, the redeeming love that rescued, ransomed us, and saved us from the power of sin. was Jesus. God motivated his love. He changed his life, transformed himself into human flesh. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us to teach us how to love. And all that he went through, everything was motivated by love. There's something missing in our communities, in our families, in our society. And we must fill it. We got to fill that hole. Because they got so much mess in there. We got to bring the love of God so that their hole can be filled with God's joy. See, because you can't experience the true joy of God until you understand his love. See, because I can be crying tears of disappointment, but the joy of the Lord will be my strength. But that can't happen unless it's motivated by God's love. See, that's why a Christian believer who really loves God, we don't have no enemies but the devil himself. Because we don't fight against. No battle ain't against us. Our motivation could be against what? The wiles of the devil. Y'all missed that. But my motivation today, and I don't want our love to be misconstrued. Amen. I want our love to be real. God's love is real. God's love is genuine. Ain't nothing behind it. Amen. Ain't no alternative motives. Amen. The only reason Jesus came to seek and to save that which was lost. That's all he came. And the wonderful thing about his love, see, you don't have to love him, but he has to love you. And if I'm going to be an ambassador of Jesus Christ, that means I take on every one of his attributes. So now I understand folk don't have to love me, but I'm called to love them.